After more than a century of separation, this Chilkat robe is finally coming home. Earlier this month, Tlingit Elder and master carver Wayne Carlick unboxed the robe in Vancouver. It was a moment he'll never forget.
To actually have a blanket or a robe of a masterpiece, that absolutely is incredible.
Carlick is a member of the Taku River Tlingit First Nation in Atlin, BC. Last month, he became aware of the sale of a Chilkat robe at a prestigious Canadian auction house. Not much was known about the item other than it was collected from a Tlingit community on the Taku River in the 1880s. But its rare double wolf design immediately caught Carlick's attention.
Right away I thought maybe this is a Taku blanket.
The robe displays a signature that matches with Mary Hunt of the Drifted Ashore clan. Made out of hand-woven goat hair spun with cedar, the robe was likely worn during dancing and ceremonies. With help from the First Nation, a GoFundMe, and a generous donation from a local Atlinite, the robe was purchased at a final price of just over $46,000. But Carlick says his people shouldn't have to pay for art that rightfully belongs to them.
It hurts me to hear that we still have to do that today. How this art was, taken from us, under what circumstances, and how come there's no documents about it? Because people either stole it or they took it at really cheap prices because our people were in such poverty.
Our weaving was incredible back then, and I think they treasured it too, as even though it was a stolen item.
Joanne Williams is a Taku River Tlingit elder and regalia maker. She says her grandmother told her several items were burned or taken from the community in the late 19th century when white settlers were enforcing a ban on potlatches.
I'm hoping actually that one day we will not have to pay a dime for our stolen property to be brought back to our land.
It's a raven, and so the raven head is here.
Carlick is hopeful the robe's return will send a message to Canada that Indigenous artifacts need to be returned to their communities.
I hope this helps Canada realize what's happening here and how these precious artifacts from our history comes home. They should be here.
The robe is currently housed in a Vancouver museum where it will undergo restoration work. Next year, a Tlingit celebration will be held to welcome the artifact back into the community. Carlick is thankful that such a priceless item is returning to its rightful place.
Finally, eventually, it comes back.
Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Atlin.